All right, what do I have here? 9 and 8. Enclosure, okay, not a problem there. Enclosing here is technically okay. It's a little slow. My preference would be to approach the 3/4 stone, however we feel best to approach. There is no real wrong answer here on that one. It's just, yeah, you take an enclosure. It's a little bit more open than blacks, and now we're probably just going to get approached, I assume. Double enclosed, a little bit slow. I don't like playing that passive in the opening. I'd rather go ahead and contest the open corner, but it's not bad. That, however, is the first bad move that we see here, because this is going to give you an extra 4, maybe 6 points, but you can still get enclosed, or not close, approach technically. So we haven't stopped that from happening. Maybe 2 space rather than 1 space, but meh, whatever. Yeah, and then there it's just really awkward. We could instead just go ahead and enclose whichever enclosure we feel more comfortable with. Or we could, what else could we do? What else could we do? We could shoulder it. That'd be fine too. We could, I don't like it per se, but we could technically do a split here as well because of the enclosure that's there. Yeah, this forces an enclosure, which is really good for white.
Any better alternative for black at the 11?
So what I would probably do is not advisable for a 9Q. Let's see. You could go for a typical invasion here. This is nice and common, nice and simple. We're still going to give away the enclosure, but we've already settled and we've got Sente now. We could approach again for a future invasion, or we can just go for an extension from our enclosure here, which is nice. The danger about this one is after white responds to us, our base is open here. So we're going to be a floating group, no matter how we look at it. We'll be looking at something like this one, which is not ideal.
I thought about playing this on the 3rd line. I regretted it immediately after, but yeah.
Keeping low to build top, not bad. I would immediately want to play this to get more of a base for myself, because I don't like, again, the floating group I mentioned. And then I'd probably want to play something. L3 is okay. If they come in, we can get a 2 space. And if they play here, we can jump. It's nice and simple. It wouldn't be my move. My move would be the more aggressive move and play here. I expect this area to get reduced, but I can probably completely enclose the corner in exchange, which I'm happy with. Oh, we're going that way. Okay. Losing the Sente is unfortunate. So here, when they do this one, you typically want to Hane again. They can kill the stone. But as you can see from here, the 2 stones get cut off. They're just making like 3 points here, and we can still easily build.
Nice.
So it is not a problem, in my opinion. Drop down, sure. Bottom, row. So we have huge wall. We want to use huge wall. I don't really care where. Just anything along the bottom is a good first step to understanding influence.
Yeah, that's why I regretted N16. I was lucky that white responded.
This shape is technically problematic because you probably think it's a solid shape. However, if we throw in here, we cannot do this because there is a lot of Aji now with the 2 stones getting cut off. If the opponent actually did that to you, though, be afraid because they're not really 8Q. Maybe he's looking for it, though. Don't know. Either way, I think it's too small to respond to, and I'm still eyeing bottom to use influence. If white gets a move over in here, we're going to be extraordinarily sad. because we have a half board wall that we can't use easily. We can kind of still use it. We can get back in here and try and attack it, but it's tough to use. This is
I was a little bit scared.
Yeah, I can tell. And anyone who's used to moves like these, they can tell too. Because you could approach, and that way you've got, I don't know, maybe some more aggressive moves here. Maybe you have even an invasion here later on. Like a lot of Aji here, but you don't really want to get that close. But at the same time, you want to play more than just an extension. So you tried to do the worst of all of them. Here, make a decision. Either extend or approach maximum value. But don't go middle of road. This is okay. Turn. I like the simple turn here. I anticipate probable win for black here. Reason being, your opponent's not going to die, but they'll wish they were dead because you're going to get these happy little moves in Sente. Otherwise, you know, your opponent's just going to be like, oh, hey, I don't live there. So yeah, we need like moves there. We're getting the wall that we need now, which is fantastic. From here, we can just keep, I mean, doing whatever we want, really. We could cap here if we wanted to. We could shoulder hit here for another wall.
Don't mind me asking, white 2, why not K4?
White K4 where? Sorry, when?
White 2, why not K4? That's what I was afraid of for the turn.
So this is the move you almost never want to play unless you are stronger than God in this area, because it looks like you're doing really fantastic stuff. The 3 stones are about to die until this move is played, and then we are now filled with sadness because we can't get out of this. So what winds up happening is we probably just lost the game. This is, I refer to this usually as the Dawn shape because a lot of queues are terrified of this poke, but the poke opens up the attachment and liberty shortages. So yeah, very rarely is this thing a problem. Maybe if, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's some move in the middle that could give you Sente long enough to go back and defend against the clamp, or that attachment. But unless there's a lot of moves on the outside, yeah, we're going to be very, very sad. Ooh, bad move. We're going to extend because the threat right now is the fact that this stuff is not is not alive, right? We have to make sure that we're not dead here, and 2 stones really sucks. So if we push, we're threatening to push and cut because we can take off stones. Because again, this area is really, really small. He can't keep jumping. Now he can wedge. Okay. I was going to say he could wedge. And then we've got a lot of cutting points. That'd be ideal. This is not ideal. We're gonna die. So right now, even if we live, we're unhappy. Because we can play this way, absolutely, because we can't, well, actually, crap. In this board, we actually could. Okay, normally we can't play this way because this is a death sentence, but there's too many cutting points. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that's not true right now. Even if we're alive here, we are still giving away a lot of strength to our opponent, which is the thing that we don't usually want to do. Here, no, we have to look after our 3 stones.
Yeah.
The Hane is good because this is not a problem anymore. We can back off here. Don't even have to read Atari and weird things like that. It's just good shape. He could play this one, but now we're getting desperate because this group is not in trouble of being kind of like ever.
What will happen.
Now I will show you something here. Does it work here? Yeah, actually, probably does. This is a very, very typical shape. It works because the outside can't be pushed through, and the opponent is in danger of dying. There's a liberty shortage on you right now, so I don't recommend it here without first jumping. Or, you know what? Ignore me. I forgot 9Q. I would normally attach here first and then go and launch into it because I just borrowed enough liberties to make sure that I can't die here. So I can go back and capture, but that's a bit higher level, I think. But yeah, right now we're cut off and we're being attacked, so I would defend no matter what. Nothing else matters besides making sure that these stones don't die. This is pushing against the wall again, which is not ideal. We do not want to push against our wall because that's how bad things happen. Here, simple proverb, if you're not going to cut, don't push. Because what you just right there, let's say you attack him again, turns into a ko. That's a ko threat that we don't have anymore, and we don't want to do that. So this is referred to as Aji Kashi, where it's getting rid of Aji for no meaningful value. So we can go and play here, or even here, maybe into here for better shape. But yeah, the push into the back off, our opponent's just going to follow and follow and follow. The minute we cut, or the minute we block him, we're just going to get cut. And as you can see, we're just getting crunched here.
Yeah, it'll be a bad sequence anyways.
I
saw the ladder.
Board. Sorry?
Oh, there's going to be a ladder, and I'm intentionally playing it to get one more move in. So, I mean, this is not a ladder that works because white has a block.
Oh, I wouldn't play ladder. I'd just defend.
Oh, I didn't see that move.
Yeah. Now I think you have no choice because there's a tower on that stone now. We're about to die. We need to not play that because he gets to play this one first and then play here. Are we still alive after that? Yes. Okay, we are. Ruh-roh. Okay, we're still.
I was happy to sack them.
There's nothing here, right? We're alive. Well, okay, we get this far in our read. Immediately, that's 2 eyes, right? So they have to play that to kill you.
Right.
So you can
do
whatever you want down here.
Good point.
Yeah. Now we're in danger of dying. Because our opponent can play here and threaten to kill, and then go back to something like this. And we're dead, so we have to give up the 2 stones now as well. It's really uncomfortable. I'd want to play here and separate, but maybe not. Ouch. Double ouch. So one thing that's worrying me right now is this group here. I don't want it to be attacked ever. This is next week's group, so this is what I'm going to defend. I want to grow, but at the same time, I don't want my guts on the outside of my body. So I'm going to defend and make sure we don't get cut to ribbons. Because I'm pretty sure this is 9. Yeah, this is probably going to kill you. He can drop down. If we try and block this, that's just going to get killed that way. It's not a good time. I'm just defending. I'm getting out of here. He has to block if he wants to kill you. Then we can probably go back and even just defend here. Or maybe you tap this first into this. Looks like we have shape. Oh, hello. Well, aren't you fun? Yeah, I could play that after that. Yeah, I should be live in the corner. Interesting. Okay. I think that's dead though. Close. There. Co, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be co no matter what. What? 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 Co. This is what we were after, I assume. Co for life. That is dead though. Yeah, you're right. Nope, I'm killing that too. Nope, this is point blank in your influence. Everything here is dead. No move over here is gonna live. We're retreating. No.
Yeah,
Weird.
that's painful for black. White managed to run these out.
Yeah, that definitely should have not have happened. Why'd we retreat from that? Yeah, like right now,
Afraid of the cutting
we
point
can
on
see that
top.
we're all connected here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing to worry about. Our opponent can do whatever they want. There's just nowhere to go. Yeah, if we're strong in the area, then we can reply with strength. Only if we're weak in the area do we have to retreat. And since this is dead, we are not weak in this area. But played like you were, so got taken advantage of. I think that's probably the end of this game. Anything interesting else going on?
Oh, there's a mistake that White made in the bottom right that cost him. Well, I don't know. It didn't cost him the game, but it was painful, I'm sure. White was trying to save the
Oh,
corner
yeah.
and lost the right-hand side group.
Well, that's Black's mistake, actually. Because this is always dead. The minute White got or Black got T6 in, there's no hope. This is all dead.
Yeah.
This should have been just here.
What is that? The bottom right group, right?
Yeah, bottom right.
Yeah, no, I agree. I
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
sure why White went back to it. No, White lost the right-hand side group on top of
Oh, the
that.
right-hand side group. Wait, what?
Yeah.
The right-hand side group.
If you continue a little bit more, you'll see it happening. White was, I guess,
Oh,
focused on
allowed
the
the
corner.
Atari.
Yeah, White was focused on
Ah,
trying to save the corner that lost the right-hand side group. And then
I
surrendered.
see. That's an ouch. But all right. Any question about the game?
No. White did a really great job in pushing me into a bad shape, like all along. And yeah, I don't know. You already pointed a couple ways out in which I could have avoided that, so that was my main concern, really.